Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm Leah Garcia, founder and CEO of NULASTIN. Welcome today to Full Volume, where we talk about everything from branding to beauty and beyond. My special guest today is a firecracker, so prepare yourself for this. It's Jacquie Johnson, and her stage name is JJ. Welcome to the show.
Well done. Thank you for that intro and my stage name. Nice to be here.
I didn't ask what your porn name was, and that's the street that you lived on in your first dog? Is that the way it goes?
All I know is I lived on Moore Street.
All right, tell me more. That was my icebreaker, by the way.
Nice.
Yes.
Well played.
Yes,
well
thank
played.
you. Jacquie, you and I have such an illustrious past in that the way that we met was so crazy. What was that?
My high school, grade school, kindergarten classmate is a supporter of NULASTIN in a number of ways, and he thought that we should meet. Knowing what I do for a living and knowing about the NULASTIN brand, Paul reached out to me and said, I think the two of you should talk to each other, and we ran from there.
I get this all the time. People will say, Leah, you should meet so-and-so. And I typically roll my eyes because I really don't want to meet anybody else. I'm just maxed out with who I need to meet. I think we had 30 minutes on the calendar, and I don't know how long we talked, but we were just all in, and it was just so wonderful. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Awesome.
We should thank Paul.
Yes.
So we keep saying we have to go out with Paul and celebrate since he was our matchmaker. And it was so easy to talk to you like we had been long lost friends.
Tell everybody what it is that you do. What do you do? And to whom do you work for? Did I say that right? Prepositionally phrased? You don't need the preposition at the end. Who do you work for, Jacquie?
I work for you.
Oh.
Seriously, I work for our clients. And it just so happens that my business card or my LinkedIn profile says that I work for the Front Row Group. And the Front Row Group is what you would call an e-commerce accelerator. And as an accelerator, we work with brands to help you grow. And that involves everything from branding, helping you tell your story, amplifying your story online, and presenting the product specifically on Amazon or e-commerce platforms in the best way possible to help your customers know what they need.
Wow. You're doing all that for me, and I'm not even that appreciative. I'm so sorry.
Well,
I am.
You're very appreciative. You're very, very appreciative.
I am. As a business owner, there's this craving for more, right? I want more. And, you're over there putting your heart and soul into everything that we're doing. And I just want you to know that incremental gains are so appreciated. And I don't know what it is about we founders, but we're always looking for that grand slam home run. We're always just looking for that, what I call the Shark Tank moment, right? How do we accelerate to a point where we have that moment where all of a sudden people say, NULASTIN, that's where I should go. Because otherwise it's just this slow, steady climb, which I guess I should be used to as well.
Well, I mean, of course you would use the slow, steady climb, being the biker that you are. I think, Leah, in what I've observed with you that's different from other founders is you're always keeping that brand promise in mind. And you've never wavered from what the science is and what the products do for your customers. And not all founders have that laser-like vision. You are so passionate about how the products perform, but the science behind it, so it's not simply marketing buzz. Like, you truly believe in it, and you truly believe that your products can change people's lives. And they do. And they do it in a number of different ways. And I think all of us at Front Row have seen that by using the products. We're always like, yeah, no, this really works. No, you got to try it. It really works. Really works. So that doesn't happen with all brands. You're not like chasing what's the next thing. It's just, how do I tell more people about how great this is? Because I've got it. I've found the science that works.
When you talk about the laser focus, yes, I am like a dog with a bone sometimes, me and my analogies. But I definitely take a hold and I don't let go. And you've got, I think, to be successful, you've got to have very, very narrow focus to such a degree that I really don't even pay attention to what's happening with my competitors. So even to hear you say, oh, not a lot of founders are like that, I don't know because I'm not peeking around the corner trying to see what someone else is doing. I'm just too busy looking at what we're doing here at NULASTIN. That doesn't mean that I don't pay attention to the marketplace, what's trending, what's out there, what's new, what are people craving. But we've got 3 core hero products, and it's our solution serums, and they do work, and you don't need to add anything else to them to make them better.
And that's part of what I know you're passionate about and what you do deliver on. And it's really interesting to hear you say, I don't even think about what the competition is doing, because I do think that in my experience, the brands that are led by founders who don't really worry about their competition, it's because they know they have a leadership position. They might not always feel like they're in the lead, but if we want to use the sports analogy, it's like, well, maybe you're not in the lead before you get to the first corner of the track, but it's okay because you have the inside lane and you're going to make it up and they're not going to be able to keep up with you. And that's when I watch you, that's a little bit what it feels like. It's like, look, you have it. You just have to run the rest of the race, and who cares if they train harder, you still know you have the inside track.
And the other thing that you don't do when you're racing is you don't look behind you. You might hear someone breathing really close behind you, but you don't look back to see where they're at. It'll either deflate you or not. Interestingly, since you were an athlete as well, do you do better in the front of the pack or chasing? Are you one of those who are motivated to get ahead, or do you like being in the lead and holding the lead?
The first thing that came to mind is skiing. I love skiing, and I want to be in the front because I want the powder. So I don't want anyone to take the fresh tracks. If it's a sport that I'm just really not that serious about, I'm good with just kind of keeping up with the pack and learning, and that's kind of a good way to live life, I think. You can tell where founders or business leaders might not recognize, they think they have to lead in every area of the business. And it's really refreshing when a founder says, I know what I'm good at, so I'll lead in that area, but I will make sure that on my team, I guess sticking with the sports analogy, if I'm going to run a relay race, I want to make sure I have the fastest person at each leg.
I want to tell you a story because I don't even know if you know this one. When I was first launching, I couldn't afford custom packaging. I mean, I couldn't even afford MOQs, but I had started with a lash and brow tube that was standard. And then I knew that I needed to do a custom tube. And I worked and worked and worked. And this went on for better part of a year where everything was just coming together. And I got my pre-production sample. And I looked at it and I was embarrassed. It wasn't what I wanted. The color wasn't quite right because, all whites are created equal. But I had this pearl white in mind. The container didn't have the right look and feel and beauty and elegance and everything else. And I had to kill the project, but it was already done. Like, it was pre-production sample. We'd already gone through all of the other tests, sent it to me at the 11th hour, and I had to just make a call and say, nope, can't do it. And it crushed me,
That's
but yet
painful.
it was so painful, but the best decision I ever made. And it felt good, but you have to also have a lot of confidence to stand up, not just to other people, but to yourself and say, no. So the trials and tribulations of starting a business without the means and the investments and the funding and everything that you need to really make it work. And it's been trial by error for a lot for me.
What was it about how you structured the brand when you started and you had the vision for NULASTIN that put you in that position that you could make that call?
My husband would say I'm pretty clever. So when I first launched the business, I did have a business partner, and I was able to do some early negotiations in my contract negotiations. You and I have got some experience with this, and was able to get myself 51% ownership out the gate.
From the start of the business?
No, we were 50-50, and then within a few short months, that's when I was able to start making a lot of decisions, because it was also very important for me to continue with my female founder and female ownership and women-run business. So my original business partner was the keeper of the formulas in the beginning, and then I was able to play the long game to ultimately reformulate everything under NULASTIN's brand, under my guidance, under my leadership.
Nice.
And there's many nuances to that story. And there was a lot of push and pull, and I was not always rewarded for my decision making. And I was, quite frankly, put down a lot. Literally heard the words, "Leah, you have no value."
Wow.
Yeah. I wrote that on my whiteboard. I put, "Leah, you have no value," but then I crossed out the word no so that I would read, "Leah, you have value."
Nice.
It was just my
Nice.
way. But I remember, I didn't want to forget that, because I knew I had value. I didn't pay myself for the first 3 years of working this business. I thought, okay, it's
Wow.
time I pay myself.
Hey, did we just get some inside scoop here?
Yeah.
Keep rolling.
I know, right? Well, paying myself isn't that I'm not worthy of the paycheck,
Right.
but my commitment is to first the customers, and I mean that sincerely.
I know you
I want to
do.
make sure that I put more money in my formulas and my product and getting the product in their hands, and it's not, no offense, Boeing, but it's not one of these, big CEO where they're going to pay themselves a bloated salary at the expense of other parts of the business. And because we've grown organically, because we've grown on our own, I wanted to make sure that I could take care of other people.
And that's what's been fun about working with you.
Thank you. Your business acumen is very strong. Talk to me about fingernails. Talk to me about how your entrepreneurial journey started and what your home run was.
On like polish, wears like gel, off in minutes. Really. And I still know that line 20 years later, that marketing pitch, because that went viral. And it was back in the days when brands were so new to social media. And so it just took off around the globe. And then the challenge as VP of sales was learning how to forecast when you have a rocket.
Oh, I would love that challenge. Bring it on.
Yeah, it was like, make it faster. How much faster? As fast as you can.
There's the patience, that fine line between you're trying to get to market, you want something, you project when you want to launch, and then if it's not right, the patience that you have to say, no, I will move that launch date. I will wait until it's right. I bet you've seen companies not do that.
Without giving away any trade secrets, I think so many beauty brands, there's healthy friction between R&D, marketing, and sales. It's healthy because everyone has a little bit different race to run. And yes, you can tell the brands that come out and it's close, but it's just not there.
So NULASTIN and NULASTIN replenishment, of the products that we have in our collection, Jacquie, do you use any of them?
Of course I do.
Tell me about that.
And it wasn't a qualification to, and no one asked me about that for this interview. I religiously daily use your brow and lash serum, so the dynamic duo, as I like to call it. And I was the ambassador in front row to tell everyone, no, you guys, this stuff really works because you told me it did. But, I've been told products work before and maybe they don't work for me, but it did. So I love that. I also use your full skincare routine and your facial cleanser / scrub. I'm probably getting the product wrong here, my bad, but I have that in the shower.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
I can see somebody come out of the shower if they haven't used NULASTIN on their face. I was like, I can see it. It's not there. So Jacquie, what's next for you?
Well, I'm going to go to dinner with you and Brett tonight. I really look forward to that. That's really why I came tonight. In terms of what's next, I am really enjoying working right now with the fabulous brands and clients that we have, like yourself, but also I'm really learning a lot. Because I think right now in digital marketing and social commerce, e-commerce, the change is lightning fast. Because I'm a few years older than you. I was traditionally trained in marketing, and it was all about product, packaging, place, all the things we all know, the P's of marketing. And that has just changed so significantly, especially over the last 5 years. But now with AI and everything else that is impacting our customers' experience in interacting with the brands, you have to really filter what is it that is going to accelerate a brand, and how do you filter through the noise? Because it's impossible to keep up with all of it. And I am not a subject area expert, but I know how to tap into the right information and then take that and work with clients to help them filter what's the best path forward for my brand, for my goals, and tying those goals for growth. And as long as I can keep doing that, I'll keep working.
Sage advice. That's great advice. We're going to stop there because that was absolutely amazing. Jacquie, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Leah.
I'll order
Thank
the
you.
wine
This
later
was
on.
fun. This was so fun. Are we done? Do we cut? Do we
We're
go?
done, and
Wrap?
we will wrap it up.
Wrap it up,
Thank
fellas.
you.